Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the caster they call Ghost, coming back to you with a quick little 1v1. This is a match between Pags Klops and Ghostniner 117. So we've got a quick little 1v1 on the good old-fashioned Forge, aka Hephaestus. Well, technically it's Hephaestus, aka Forge, but either way, we're gonna have a quick little match. As you guys saw, this was gonna be a 7-minute one, and I was like, okay, why is it only 7 minutes? So, spawning in on what you could basically call the southern side of the planet, we have Pags Klops spawning in and immediately going with, wow, that was quick. Okay, so we've got a, oh my god, it keeps going. Oh, no, he's decided to change it up again. So we've got a vehicle factory, metal, air, and then 4 vehicle factories. While his opponent, Ghostniner 117, we've got ourselves a bot factory, a air factory, metal expansion, 2, I would think either 1 or 2 batteries. Then we've got ourselves a bots, and then we got ourselves some of them bot factories. Now, what I'm really curious to see is how in good God does one game go only for a minute? No, 7 minutes. So we're going to keep a quick little eye on that. And of course, as we always do, looks like we're going to have the first bots and vehicles. So the tech paths have already begun to switch it up. And I think we're going to see most likely mass vehicles. I'm thinking we're going to see vehicles out of Klops here. I know he's been working around with a lot of the vehicles. And what I would assume is Ghoster 917's decision is, oh no, we're going to see double bots and then a vehicle. So what we're probably going to see is mass bots opening from Ghoster 9 and then maybe a switch into mass vehicles. I would assume that's probably what he's going to do. I've seen a lot of these higher up players. They'll usually go for a very strong bot opening and then they'll slowly try and transition into a very strong tank mid to late game, and then it usually kind of they see how they play it out, and then it might go orbital, and in this case it probably won't. We'll probably see some tier 2 if we're lucky, but I really kind of don't expect that to happen, especially because of the fact that it's only an 8.5-minute game. So we'll see what happens. We are gonna see hella vehicles coming out of here by Klopp, so I'm expecting so many tanks. And I'm really concerned right now for Ghostniner, because if this is any comparison as to how this game's going to play out, we're going to see effectively very strong tanks versus bot micro. I really want to see some great docks control out of Ghostniner, especially since he's carrying the current Ghost name, and of course anybody that is carrying the Ghost name has to be good, right? Of course, Silver Pride. So we're seeing a lot of docks babysitting this one fabricator. He does not want anything happening to that sweet little fabber. Double fabricators coming out of here by Klops, making sure that he kind of keeps these guys nice and protected with these 2 tanks. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough. To be honest, that is a lot of docks just kind of babysitting a lot of this. These players are playing very conservatively with Klops is making sure that these 2 fabricators are very, very well protected. These bombers, or these airplanes, kind of flying around just to see what's going on. They're going to find these 2 fighters. He does pick off the 1 anti-air, which is going to be, so far, the first blood of the match. But these 2 fighters here, going to come over here, say hi. There goes another one, and that was a very, very smooth cleanup. So far, these planes going, well, now they're all kind of dead. But that was effectively 3 for almost 4. Kill there for Klopp, so numerically he's kind of ahead. I mean, in terms of metal transactions going across here, the cheeky builds though, gosh darn Klopps, what are you doing? How are you even able to walk around with the pairs of balls connected to that giant robot's legs? So a lot of, oh, here we go, here comes the dance of the docks. So far the first tank shot dodged. The preparing though, this is very nice. Only 1 docks has fallen here, and only, what, half tank damage? That was fantastic. Now, this other side isn't as well coordinated. Those tanks did get all of those docks, so both sides being able to kind of easily get pushed away here. And I think Klops is going to go for what I'm expecting, because I have seen quite a few of these upper-level matches here. And what I'm expecting to see is very slow push tanks here out of Klops. Hephaestus is a very small map, and especially on a map like this, tanks can do some serious freaking damage. And just seeing this is just beautiful. Seeing this little fabricator get all of this done without really much, I don't even know when he managed to slip that in. But as we can see here, a lot of bombers coming out here for Klops. These tanks able to just kind of roll in, and at this point, White looks like he has managed to get a lot of his tanks over here, so we should see a very strong tank transition here. We're gonna move the mini map over here, keep an eye on Klopps's base while we since we're kind of already over here already in White's. Now there is a bit. The biggest thing though is there's a lot of crap going on the rally, because right now there's like stuff attacking here. We've got stuff attacking over here. Even just trying to keep up with these fantastically high level players is just really hard, even as a caster that's of course his filthy level of skill himself. Now this one plane is just beautiful. I love these two. This is just beautiful over here. I just love that. Now this bomber though getting a lot of damage. Looks like he's gonna kind of keep it safe. He doesn't really want to lose this bomber. Tanks in the northern side though, finding a couple more docks for their time, killing those off. And I think I kind of know why this is going to be a 7-minute game. So far, it looks like Klopps is just effectively consuming this poor player. And these docks just don't know where to go to have a good fight. Now, these tanks just chilling over here, they definitely need to go over there. They can take a fight like that, but I don't know if it's the best decision, because right now there is a lot of tanks here on Klopps's side that are effectively almost in the base of Ghostniner. Now, looks like he will get effectively, once he crosses this line, it's kind of the point of no return, especially with the number of bombers he has. Now, Klopps doesn't seem to really care that this bomber is doing a lot of damage. It looks like he's going to try and pull back, maybe get some damage done. 2, 4, a lot of fighters coming over here to kind of protect this, and it looks like he's going to be okay. These slow push tanks doing exactly what they need to do, keeping basically all of the white army on his side of the planet and allowing him to just continue to expand. Now, there is a nice little expansion spot here for White, and really I think he needs to get some walls or something up here if he wants to continue to protect this. Now, if you look on the other side of the map though, White has begun the counteroffensive. A lot of Klopps's units have fallen over and died, and I don't think he currently has the units. Now, of course, time will be the real teller of the tale. And we do have a couple tanks here moving over here to the outskirts of Klopps's base. Now, I would assume he does see this, but I don't think he really has any form of retaliation, since most of the tanks are currently positioned on this other side of the tank wall. Now, he is sending some reinforcements. He is aware, okay, oh, there goes a lot of his economy. That's not pretty. Just looking at the army tab, though, we do see 1 fabricator for White versus the 4 of Klopps, 8 factories versus 11, and the army count is just kind of tipping in Klopps's favor a little overkill-y. I think there's like a 50 unit count difference, but the biggest thing are these bombers. These bombers have been absolutely fantastic for White. They have done extraordinarily. Well, they've done extraordinarily. A lot of the damage that these tanks should have been able to put out just hasn't been able to connect, just because they're getting killed off. I mean, this right here, these are all free tanks. These are all free kills that Klopps will never be able to really maximize, just because of these 3 bombers. A lot of damage done, but was it really enough? And at this point, I really don't think so, because that is a lot of anti-air that is literally going to just fly over. It looks like Ghostniner does decide just to GG. I don't think he saw an end strategy, just because he wasn't expanding. And that will be the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. As I always say at the end of the match, I hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, good night. And of course, the helpful tip of today, keep expanding. I noticed his commander was not expanding, and he just kind of sat there for a really long time. So I hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, good night. And I'll see all of you guys later. Bye-bye.